Hey guys, John here, learningguitarnow.com with another lesson for you. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play a Dickey Betts inspired. It's kind of a Melissa, I Shall Be Released style groove. Specifically in the style of Dickey Betts, using the major pentatonic scale and also adding that fourth interval, which would be called the hexatonic major scale. Pretty cool sound, classic Dickey Betts, Allman Brothers style sound, Blue Sky, Melissa. If you ever listen to the tune I Shall Be Released, covered by Warren Haynes, I believe is an original Bob Dylan tune. It's a great one to play, kind of a major style ballad, this kind of a style. Anyway, I've always enjoyed playing this kind of a major. It's not necessarily a blues, but it's kind of I'd say it's an Allman Brothers inspired ballad. They have their own kind of a style when playing this type of stuff. To get the tone for this lesson, I'm using this new Gibson Les Paul I recently picked up. Traded a couple guitars to get this one because it played and sounds absolutely like the way I've always wanted a Les Paul to sound. So took the plunge and picked it up, sold the gold top, and this is a 58 Gibson Murphy Lab. Just with the light relicking. I could really care less about all the relicking. I just know this Les Paul sounds better than any Les Paul that I've tried out. I tried out numerous ones in the last few months here, probably at least 20 or 30 models. Any type of price range from $1,500 to $10,000. I was like, what is it actually going to be any better to get a different Les Paul? And the main thing I was looking for is a slightly thinner neck than the 57 reissue. The gold top kind of had a real thick neck on it, which kind of aggravated my arm, especially after I had the stuff going on with it. And also, it was really heavy. It was 9.5 pounds, somewhere in that vein. This one is 8 pounds, 4 ounces, I believe. So a lot lighter. It's also a lot more balanced. So what that means is it's not really bottom heavy or top heavy. Sometimes the Les Paul, specifically the gold top, would be kind of heavier on the bottom. So it would always just not be as more comfortable to hold. This one feels more balanced. You can see I can just take both hands. Balances right on my leg. That was one of the main things I was looking for, is the guitar that balances like this. So to me, has a not totally thin neck, which I thought I really wanted. It's kind of in between a 57 neck and a 59 Les Paul, which is really comfortable size for me to play. Just feels really great. For the amp, I'm using my Germino. It's a classic 45, and it's a take on a JTM 45. Really cool sound. It's almost like a Fender and a Marshall kind of combined, kind of a Bassman type circuit. To me, it doesn't really sound exactly like a Bassman or a Tweed. It's got its own kind of a sound. And I think sounds great for this Dickey Betts type of a tune, especially when I'm using the neck pickup on this. Also using a Fender Tortuga pick, using the round side. Okay, now I'm going to break the solo down for you into 7 separate licks. This is in the key of E. Like I said previously, it's a major style blues. It's not a 12-bar blues, not a blues progression. Like I said, it's kind of like Melissa and I Shall Be Released, that type of a feel. But I'm just using the E chord on the acoustic guitar, E. Then you play this Melissa type chord, you know, if you ever learned that tune. Real pretty chord, move it up 2 more frets. Essentially, it's a F sharp minor, G sharp minor, and then back to F sharp minor. I'm playing it like this for my version. So that's the chord progression I'm dealing with. Let's go ahead and start off with lick number 1. Okay, lick number 1 sounds like this. Okay, so for lick number 1, what's happening is I'm right here in this E major pentatonic position. All 9/11, 9/12, 9/12 on our high E and B. So right when the tune starts, I'm going to wait for the first count before it sounds. So I'm striking it a little bit before everything comes in. So I'm pre-bending it up, hitting it. I'm actually hitting it with a downstroke on the performance I did. So like this. Now raise the volume and pull down. You hear Dickey Betts doing that kind of stuff a lot. And then I'm pulling it up to around 8.5 on the volume of the guitar here. Now I go 9/11. Real easy, laid back sound I'm striving for this performance. So you got 9/11. Really wide, steady vibrato. I'm not striking the strings really hard either. Then just playing a simple phrase like this. It's all in there. I'm doing this. Pull off. Then a little bend here. But I'm only bending basically to the 12th fret. I think sounds really good over this. So it's, pretty easy. So the trick is that you want to make it feel relaxed. We don't want to play, That's what you don't want to do. You gotta have to feel the music, feel the strings underneath your fingers, take a few deep breaths, and then try to relax and play. I'm also not holding the pick hard. I'm also using the round side and trying to really just feel every note that I play. Light touch on that. I can even accent that 9 here. And then the last note adds some nice, easy, steady vibrato. This is our root note right here, 9 on the G string or E note. So you have to know that. Okay, so that's it for lick 1. Okay, lick 2 sounds like this. Okay, so for lick 2, we're staying in the same area. I'm just on the this bar here. I'm not playing anything on the first count. And right after the first count, so you have 1. You slide into 11th fret on the A string. Then we're moving up into our second position major pentatonic from 11 to 13, like that. I'm using my third finger to slide on the G string from 11 to 13, so I can put my second finger on the 12th fret of the B string. Now I'll slide backwards from 13 to 11 on the G string, pull off to that 9. So So if you can't really execute that really well, that's a great exercise. That lick right there is a great Dickey Betts exercise, this little section of it. It's just getting used to sliding with your third finger, adding the vibrato, and sliding back from 13 to 11 and pulling off. That's a great little phrase to learn how to do. Now the second little portion of this lick is just this simple thing. And you just want to make it sound good. These licks are not very difficult right here. So you want to concentrate on the feel 100%. So get it down to where you can feel it and it sounds great. Add some vibrato. I'm sliding that first finger 9 to 11. Again, bending this 11th fret almost to the 12th fret. Again, this is simple licks. A lot of times the Dickey Betts stuff is really simplistic, kind of like this, but the feel is the most challenging thing to do. You gotta have to record yourself to see how it sounds, when you play it back. So that's the most important aspect of this type of a lesson is the feel. Getting the notes down is not terribly difficult. Getting the feel down, definitely the most challenging thing. So you just gotta listen to the music and try to play with a lot of feeling and try to feel what you are playing more than anything, with this type of a thing. Okay, so that's it for lick 2.